Tonight, you're about to see footage that was never meant to go viral. Real locations, no context at first. Wildlife experts watched these recordings and couldn't agree on what they were seeing. Some look like animals, others don't behave like anything on record. These clips are ranked from the least disturbing to the most shocking discovery of all. Each one gets darker, stranger, harder to explain. And the final clip, it's the one experts wish had never been filmed. Number 15. A lone predator stands in a dead field, and the internet swears it's from Chernobyl. The footage shows a wolf-like animal staring straight at the camera, surrounded by abandoned buildings and rusting machinery. Its coat looks patchy and uneven, which is why people claim it's toxic, mutated, or something that shouldn't exist. But stay skeptical. A rough, irregular coat can happen for normal reasons: seasonal shedding, mange, injuries, poor nutrition, or simply low video quality and compression. Just as importantly, the clip doesn't prove location on its own. Chernobyl is a label anyone can add. And with AI edits and repost pages, even a realistic-looking animal can be misleading. What we can say for sure is this: the setting looks abandoned, the animal looks alert, and the image feels unsettling. Everything else is a claim, until there's verifiable context. Number 14. A homeowner films something crawling in, and it doesn't look like any turtle you've seen. In the clip, a person claims a turtle wandered into their house, but the shocking detail is what appears on its shell: spider-like legs protruding from the carapace, as if the animal is part turtle, part arachnid. Now, keep the skepticism high. Anatomically, a real turtle shouldn't have extra legs growing out of its shell like that. When a video shows impossible biology, the most likely explanations are props, digital editing, AI/VFX filters, or a stage model designed to look convincing for social media. The indoor setting doesn't confirm authenticity either. Anyone can film a crafted creature on a floor and present it as found footage. So, what's truly verifiable here? A short recording of a turtle-shaped creature moving near a home interior. The spider legs are the mystery, because they immediately push the clip into the territory of fabrication unless proven otherwise. Number 13. A single photograph from Chernobyl shocks viewers. A horse appears to have two heads. The image shows what looks like a horse standing still, but its head seems duplicated, two faces fused into one body. Because the photo is labeled as coming from Chernobyl, many claim it's proof of radiation-caused mutations, calling it terrifying evidence of what shouldn't exist. But skepticism is essential here. True two-headed animals are extremely rare and usually don't survive long, especially large mammals like horses. More importantly, a single still image can easily mislead. Motion blur, perspective overlap, reflections, photo manipulation, or AI-generated artifacts can all create the illusion of extra body parts. The short clip doesn't provide movement, angles, or verified source data to confirm the phenomenon. What we can confirm is this: the image is disturbing at first glance, and the Chernobyl label amplifies fear. But without raw files, context, or independent verification, the two-headed horse remains an optical or digital mystery, not confirmed mutation. Number 12. A mutant rabbit is filmed online, and it's the size of a full-grown bull. The video shows a rabbit-like creature with an exaggerated body, massive shoulders, heavy stance, and the posture of a large farm animal. People share it as if it's a real mutation, a harmless rabbit supposedly enlarged into something powerful and unnatural. But keep the skepticism locked in. A rabbit reaching that size isn't biologically plausible. When an animal's scale is impossible, the most likely explanations are CGI, AI-generated footage, compositing, forced perspective, or a manipulated clip designed to go viral. The account label and the lack of verifiable context matter too. No location, no original source, no continuous shot proving it's real. What's real is the effect. It looks unsettling because it hijacks something familiar and turns it into a threat. But without proof beyond the clip itself, this is almost certainly digital trickery, not nature. Number 11. Online photos claim to show a Chernobyl sheep, and its body looks wrong in two completely different ways. In the first images, the sheep appears to have only 2 legs, standing upright in a way that reminds people of a chicken. Then, another photo shows what looks like a lamb with multiple legs, supposedly resting in a toxic meadow. The posts frame it as radiation damage, animals surviving with impossible anatomy. But this is exactly where skepticism matters most. 2 contradictory mutations, tied to the same viral theme, often point to fabrication, editing, AI images, or mislabeled photos recycled for shock value. A sheep living normally with only 2 legs would be extremely unlikely without strong evidence and veterinary context. And extra legs in a single still can come from overlap, angle tricks, or manipulation. Also, the Chernobyl toxic claim is not verified by the images alone. Location labels are easy to invent. What's certain? The pictures are disturbing. What's not certain? That any of it is real. Number 10. A lab leak clip shows an anteater the size of a cow, and it moves like something engineered. In the video, people claim a laboratory recording was leaked. The creature looks like an oversized anteater, massive body, heavy stance. Then it roars, opening its mouth unnaturally wide, almost reptilian. After that, it appears to convulse in a disturbing, jerky way, like it's malfunctioning or in pain. But stay skeptical. A cow-sized anteater isn't realistic biology, and the lab leak framing is a classic way to boost fear without providing proof. Without a verified source, metadata, location, or a continuous uncut sequence, the safest assumption is that this is CGI, AI-generated video, animatronics, or a staged VFX clip designed for viral horror. The exaggerated mouth movement and dramatic convulsions are also common in creature effects, meant to look wrong on purpose. What we can confirm is only what's visible, a frightening creature performance on camera. Everything else, the lab, the leak, the reality, is unproven. Number 9. A white wolf in Chernobyl is filmed. Then it opens its mouth in a way that makes no sense. The video shows a pale, wolf-like animal in an abandoned-looking area. The clip goes viral because of 2 details. It appears to roar, and its mouth looks impossibly large for a wolf, almost stretched like a lizard's gape. People also point to its legs, which look thin, stiff, almost cadaver-like, and claim it's a mutated race that shouldn't exist. But keep the skepticism firm. A wolf's jaw simply doesn't open like that. And when anatomy breaks the rules of real animals, the most likely explanation is editing. AI video, CGI, a filter, or a stitched composite. The Chernobyl claim is also unverified by the footage alone. No signage, no confirmed source, no reliable chain of custody. Even the cadaver legs could be video compression, motion blur, lighting, or a crafted creature model designed to look sickly. What's real is the discomfort it creates. What's not proven is the story attached to it. Number 8. A deer is filmed sinking into a strange substance in the forest, and the clip claims scientists are watching it happen. In these few seconds, you see what looks like a deer being absorbed by something dark on the ground, like tar, mud, or an unnatural sludge. The disturbing part is the claim that the animal was still moving while it went down, and that researchers were observing the phenomenon as if it were a documented event. But skepticism is mandatory. The footage is extremely short, and it doesn't show the wider context. No clear view of the terrain, no continuous shot proving the deer is alive, no identifiable equipment, uniforms, or verified institution. A deer can get trapped in mud, peat bogs, sinkholes, or soft ground, rare but real, and the visual can look supernatural when cropped tightly. On the other hand, the scientist's framing could be pure storytelling layered on top of an edited or staged clip. What we can confirm is only this: Something deer-shaped appears partially submerged, and the scene is meant to look impossible. The explanation is not proven. Number 7. A night camera captures a mutant deer, and it barely looks like a deer anymore. The footage shows a deer-shaped animal walking through darkness, illuminated only by night vision or infrared light. Its body looks wrong, no visible ears, distorted proportions, and movements that people describe as zombie-like. That's why the clip spread so fast, labeled as a mutant or something diseased beyond recognition. But skepticism is crucial here. Night cameras flatten depth, erase color, and exaggerate eyes, limbs, and shadows. Severe hair loss from mange, illness, injury, or parasites can dramatically change a deer's appearance, making familiar anatomy seem alien. Low resolution, digital noise, and compression can also erase features like ears or blend them into the head. What we can actually confirm is limited. A deer-like animal walking at night, filmed under poor lighting conditions. The mutant label comes from how unsettling it looks, not from verified evidence of mutation. Number 6. A mutant deer with a deformed face eats from a caretaker's hand, and its face appears to move as it breathes. The video shows a deer being fed by a human, which immediately gives it an air of authenticity. But viewers focus on its face, distorted features, uneven structure, and what look like hollow cavities that expand and contract, as if the animal is breathing through its skull. That detail is what makes the clip deeply unsettling. Still, skepticism is essential. Facial deformities in deer can result from injuries, infections, tumors, congenital defects, or severe disease. Breathing movements can also be misread. Skin, damaged tissue, or muscle movement near the mouth and nose can look far more dramatic on low-quality video. Lighting, compression, and angle exaggerate these effects. The presence of a caretaker doesn't confirm mutation either. Injured or disabled wildlife is sometimes kept under human care. What we can confirm is simple. A deer with a visibly abnormal face, alive and eating. The cause of that appearance, mutation, disease, or injury, cannot be determined from the clip alone. Number 5. Following the pattern of so-called laboratory footage, this deer looks sick and behaves like a nightmare. In the video, the animal resembles a deer, but its condition is what disturbs viewers. Its posture is tense. Its movements are erratic. Then it lets out a sound described as a roar, deep, aggressive, and nothing like a normal deer call. That moment is why many frame it as a lab-altered animal or a failed experiment. But this is where skepticism matters most. Deer can vocalize in ways people don't expect, especially when stressed, injured, or during mating season. Illness, neurological disease, severe stress, or pain can drastically change behavior and posture. Add poor lighting, dramatic framing, and digital compression, and a sick animal can easily appear monstrous. As with other alleged lab clips, there's no verified source, no facility shown, no identifiers, only a narrative layered on top of unsettling footage. What's confirmed is limited, a deer in visible distress, filmed in a way that amplifies fear. The experiment claim remains unproven. Number 4. A terrifying feline is shown inside what's described as a laboratory enclosure, and the clip claims it's driven to kill. The animal looks like a large cat with an unusual build. Elongated limbs, a gaunt frame, and oversized ears. It stands rigidly inside a sterile, glass-walled space, staring forward without blinking. That posture, combined with the lab setting, is why viewers describe it as aggressive, unnatural, and engineered. But skepticism is critical. From the image alone, we cannot confirm species, origin, or intent. A stressed or sedated animal in captivity can appear rigid and threatening without actually being aggressive. Unusual proportions can come from age, illness, malnutrition, selective breeding, or even perspective distortion. The laboratory label is also unverified. Controlled environments exist in zoos, veterinary clinics, rescue centers, and research facilities, all of which can look clinical on camera. Claims about its desire to kill are interpretations, not evidence. What's verifiable is limited. A feline-like animal confined in a controlled space, filmed to look ominous. The rest is narrative layered onto an unsettling image. Number 3. A giant mutant parrot appears inside a laboratory, and it's described as a prehistoric beast. The footage shows a bird with parrot-like features, but massively enlarged. Thick body, heavy posture, and a presence that feels more like a Paleolithic animal than a modern bird. The setting is presented as a laboratory, which immediately fuels claims of genetic experiments and artificial growth. But skepticism is essential. A parrot reaching that size would break known biological limits for birds. When scale alone feels impossible, the most likely explanations are CGI, AI-generated imagery, a realistic animatronic, or a composited clip designed to look scientific. The lab-like environment doesn't confirm anything either. Many staged videos use sterile rooms, metal surfaces, and glass to suggest legitimacy. There's no verified institution, no researchers, no continuous footage proving the animal is real and alive. What we can confirm is only what's visible, a bird-shaped creature presented in a controlled space. Whether it's an animal, a model, or digital creation remains completely unverified. Number 2. A mutant moose of Chernobyl is filmed running through the wild. The video shows a large moose-like animal moving quickly across open terrain. Its size, uneven body shape, and the way it runs are what make viewers label it a mutation, something altered by radiation and surviving in nature. Tied to Chernobyl, the clip immediately feels ominous. But skepticism is mandatory. Moose are already massive animals, and perspective, motion blur, and low-resolution footage can exaggerate proportions, making them look deformed or unnatural. Injuries, illness, or seasonal changes can also affect posture and gait. Just as important, nothing in the clip independently confirms the location. Chernobyl is a powerful word online, but it's often used without evidence to amplify fear. What we can actually verify is limited. A moose, or moose-like animal, running in a natural environment. The mutation narrative exists only in the caption, not in proven facts. Number 1. A mutant lion is seen walking through city streets, and it looks nothing like a normal lion. The footage shows a massive lion-like animal moving calmly through an urban environment. It appears larger than an ordinary lion, with an overgrown mane that seems to cover almost its entire body. The most disturbing detail is what looks like horn or antler-shaped structures on its head, which is why viewers describe it as demonic and unnatural. But skepticism is absolutely critical here. Lions do not grow horns, and an animal with those traits would contradict known mammal biology. When multiple impossible features appear at once, extreme size, excessive mane, antlers, and an urban setting, the most likely explanations are CGI, AI-generated video, compositing, or a stylized creature design meant to shock. Urban footage is also easy to fake using scale tricks, lighting, and short clips that avoid wide context. No authorities, witnesses, or continuous shots are shown to confirm this was real. What we can verify is limited to the image itself, a lion-like figure presented in a city environment. Everything else, the mutation, the danger, the reality, is part of the story attached to the clip, not proven fact.